morning, Centurions. I'm Alexa, and here are today's announcements.
Starting next year, first period will start at 8:30 and sixth period will end at 3:15. So take a zero period if you want to get out of school earlier. If you scan the QR code on the right, you may sign up for AP Gov and Honors Econ or regular Gov and Econ at 7:30 a.m. Space is limited, so sign up today.
In this video, we ask a few Black Student Union Club members what their favorite part about Black culture is.
One thing I like about being Black and Black culture is that there are a lot of different ethnic hairstyles that we can do in our hair that are culturally appropriate for us to do.
My favorite part about Black culture would most definitely be our music. There's so many different sounds and so many talented artists within the Black community. It's just hard not to appreciate it.
My favorite part about Black culture would have to be our fashion. From baggy clothing to hoop earrings to brown lip liner, Black people definitely tend to be trendsetters to today's fashion.
To me, being Black is a blessing that is too often portrayed as a curse. And one of my favorite things about being Black is definitely the culture, the music, the dance, the food. Like, we're really the blueprint for everything.
My favorite thing about being Black is that we're survivors. Throughout our lives, we had to face different types of racism, yet we have come out even stronger. Throughout our lives, we have to go through different experiences that other people don't have to go through just because of the color of our skin, yet we survive. We as Black people, we're survivors, and we will continue to thrive throughout life. Period.
Hi Cypress, we're Cypress Kababayan at Kaibigan, and here are our favorite parts about our Filipino culture.
Pagkain or food?
Parties!
Filipino music.
We love to meet new people, and you immediately become part of our own family.
My favorite part about Filipino culture is probably the food, and then how going to karaoke has just become a typical tradition to do at parties because every Filipino can resist singing at least once.
My personal favorite part of the Tahitian culture is being able to express ourselves and connect with others through movements rather than words.
My favorite part of the Tahitian culture is that we get to express our own emotions through Tahitian dance.
Dancing, the music, and the connection with nature.
My favorite part of Tahitian culture is how the people stay rooted and how they connect with their ancestors all the time through dance and other things.
Now that you guys got to know our favorite part of the Tahitian culture, we would like to share one of our new dances with you guys.
Hi, my name is Isabel Hernandez. I am the ASL Club President, and today I'll be sharing with you my favorite part about deaf culture. So my favorite part about deaf culture are the non-manual markers, also known as facial expressions. I feel like they really involve you in the conversation, especially when I'm talking to deaf and hard of hearing people. They seem to pour out their emotions with every sentence and story they give you. In deaf communities, it's a really big part because it's a majority of the language. It's like when we speak, we use different tones of voice. When they sign, they use their facial expressions.
Hey everyone, my name is Amanda Guthrie and I'm Vice President of the ASO Club Board. I really love how the deaf community is so open and welcoming to others. It's just a custom of their culture. They love to teach and inform people of sign language. If you're struggling with a sign, they won't hesitate. They'll jump right in to help you. Another part is that they are very open with their lives. They love telling stories and are very open when it comes to asking questions. If you need them to repeat something or go more into detail, they'll answer. If you want to know how they became deaf, they're not afraid to tell you. They'll answer right away. Or if you need to know how to sign a word, don't be shy to ask.
One thing that I really appreciate about deaf culture is how proud people are to be deaf. They don't find it as an inconvenience, and they go about their day and their life living it to the fullest, and it doesn't change who they are, and it's really special to see that.
I'm Ileana Seidel, and I am the Secretary of ASL Club. One aspect of deaf culture that I really enjoy seeing is how active the community is and how everyone is so tight-knit within the community. There are events called Dev Events that pre-COVID happened about once a month at varying locations. At those events, deaf people and students got together to talk about anything, really. Everyone is very friendly, and it's really easy to improve your ASL communication skills with these community events. The same people usually attend all of the events, and everyone knows each other, so it's really nice to hang out there and learn more about their culture and the community.
Bonjour les amis, cette semaine est la semaine de la culture et je prends part du club français.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Ange, je pense que le français c'est magnifique.
Bonjour, I'm Titi and I'm a member of French Club.
Here at Cypress High School, French is offered for 4 consecutive years, so you too can learn to speak the beautiful language of France.
At French Club, we usually like to do all sorts of cool and fun things like play games and watch movies in French.
In this club, we explore French museums and French festivals and learn about French cultures.
We practice our French skills by playing fun games and participating in out-of-school activities during each meeting.
In fact, this year we plan on making our own French film festival.
After joining French Club, I learned much more than what I knew about France, and I'm glad I'm part of this club.
Every other Thursday, French Club is offered to anyone attending Cypress High School.
Le culture française c'est riche avec histoire et c'est le moment parfait pour apprendre. We would love to see you come join us. Thank you. Merci.
Good morning, Centurions. Keep up the good work. Here are this week's Centurion standouts.
Hey, feeling good, like I should. When in dark, walk around the neighborhood. Feeling blessed, never stressed. Got that sunshine on my Sunday best. Yeah, hey, every day can be a better day despite the challenge. All you got.
Congratulations to our Cypress Got Talent winners. In third place, Abby Samawi. Second place, Deborah Kim. And in first place is Lyndon Zhao. Congratulations, our talented Centurions.
And now for your sports report.
Hey Centurions, this week is a very busy week for sports. Starting off today with our home games, we got girls tennis versus Korean Lutheran and boys basketball versus Pacifica. We also have boys soccer versus Pacifica and baseball versus Servite. We also have swim against Korean Lutheran, and finally an away game for girls basketball in Pacifica. The other away games for today will be softball versus Miracosta and girls soccer versus Pacifica. For Wednesdays, our only home game is wrestling versus Tustin, and boys tennis versus Korean Lutheran will be away. And we also have track versus Korean Lutheran, which will be away. For Thursday's games, starting off with our home game, we got softball versus La Mirada.
And we also have badminton versus Kennedy at home.
And for Friday, girls basketball versus Valencia, girls soccer versus Valencia. We have boys basketball versus Valencia and boys soccer versus Valencia away. Baseball versus St. John Bosco will also be away, and same with boys tennis versus Tustin. For Saturday, we only got one game of softball versus La Mirada, which will be away. And Centurions, please remember about Spirit Squad tryouts. The workshops have already started, but the tryouts will be this Thursday.
Hi, this is Athletic Interviews, and today we're with
Samuel Cognac,
Nicholas Singh.
And what was your guys' biggest accomplishment in water polo as a team?
I'd say our biggest accomplishment is getting over all the COVID restrictions and just having on and off practices. That's
I think for me, it's probably going to be the fact that the whole team, including the underclassmen, stuck it together, even with the funky practice times. So.
How long have you guys been playing water polo?
I've been playing water polo since sophomore year.
I've been actually playing since 8th grade, and I think it's such a good sport that the whole school should try out every year. That and swim.
And what is your favorite thing about water polo?
Yes, please. My favorite thing would definitely being with all of my teammates and just playing games with them.
I think for me, it's probably going to be the camaraderie of how it is in the pool when everyone is mid-play or at the end of a game and everyone's exhausted together, but at the same time, we sort of just slog through a whole game together.
Okay, thank you guys. We wish you luck in your games.
Thank you.
Now let's hear a message from our principal, Dr. Hodgson.
Good morning, Centurions. Dr. Hodgson here with a couple of quick announcements. First off, just want to start off by thanking our social science teachers for helping out with testing this week. To our juniors, you know that you started state testing yesterday, and just want to remind you that you do have some benefits coming your way if you do well on the test. Primarily, if you go to a Cal State, a UC, or a community college, then you have the chance at different entrance exams being waived. If you do well, that's a big plus. And then also any of you that are trying to become a Seal of Biliteracy member, if that's something that you're looking forward to, then the results on these tests also can pay dividends for you. And then finally, our English learners that are trying to get out of the English learner program, same thing. These results here can help you do that. All right, so there is some benefit to doing well, personal benefit. And then of course, we just use these as a score to kind of see where we're at as a school and, utilize it that way. Also want to thank our ASB. Gosh, it's been so cool seeing, the different ways that we've kept our students connected. And so I just appreciate what you guys have been doing. The Cypress Has Talent has been a huge success. I've heard lots of good things and good reviews from teachers, students, our PTA, all kinds of people. So I appreciate that. And then I also wanted to thank Mr. Delgado and the video production team. It's been great that you've been willing to do some live streaming for us, all of our different sports that have been going on. So we appreciate that as we still have restrictions on who can come to those events. So it's been great for all of our families to be able to see the sporting events online rather than in person. So we appreciate that. Otherwise, it's continue to push forward. We're 5-6 weeks away, and that's all we can do is keep persevering. I appreciate all of you, and I will see you soon.
Now for today's moment of reflection.
If you cannot do great things, do small things in a great way, by Napoleon Hill.
And that's all for our show today. Have a great day, Centurions.